It's the first time and the first attempt. If regular tag team matches are normally chaotic, I can't imagine how chaotic a triple threat tornado tag team match is going to be. As Otis goes sailing over the top rope from Butch, Ridge Holland and Chad Gable pair off, and now the Usos are going after Ridge Holland and Jey Uso as Otis tries for the steps. Now Butch is going after the arm of Jey Uso. Butch and Otis are back together. Butch rocks Otis. Jimmy's going after Butch. Chad Gable and Ridge Holland are still paired off. Super kick takes down Butch. Mistime dive from Chad Gable takes him out of it. And Ridge Holland gets a Singapore cane. This is controlled chaos. I will do my best. Poison Rana by Jimmy Uso. I will do my best to try and keep up with it. Saito suplex. I think Ridge Holland just got busted open. And the cut looks bad. The cut looks bad from Ridge Holland. Twisting. Scoop slam on the floor by Otis to Jimmy Uso. As Otis not only drops him on the floor, but also gets him dizzy. But I will point out, it looks to be above above his left eye, the cut on Ridge Holland's forehead. Again, tag team matches are usually chaotic. I can't imagine how chaotic a triple threat tornado tag team match is going to be. Ripcord lariat by Jay. Small package. Small package. Small package by Ridge Holland, surprising Jay. Back suplex to Butch. And now the Alpha Academy is double teaming Butch as Ridge Holland is taking it to Jey Uso. Butch rolls out to get a reprieve. Otis reverses Jay. Short arm clothesline takes down Jay. And then Otis falls right into a DDT from Jimmy Uso. Ridge Holland again tries for a ladder press. But again, it is too soon in the matchup to go for a ladder press. But a thunderous powerbomb to Jay by Ridge Holland rocks the ring. Speaking of rocking the ring, Otis is taking it to his opponents. He's taking it to both Jimmy Uso and Butch. And now Ridge Holland. The Singapore cane. The Singapore cane is in the hands of Chad Gable. And Chad Gable is swinging that piece like a bat to the back of Jimmy Uso, to the back of Jey Uso. Ridge Holland is now helping his tag team partner. Everybody's on the outside. Everybody is on the outside as Butch takes Jimmy down. It is now a war on the outside. Head scissor takeover. Head scissor takeover by Chad Gable takes down Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland is now pairing off with Otis as Jimmy pairs off with Butch and Jay pairs off with Chad Gable. Butch tries for an amateur wrestling takedown, but Jay reversed him. Chad Gable pairs off with Jimmy Uso. Ridge Holland and Butch are back in the ring. Float over DDT takes down Butch. Sorry, Ridge Holland and Otis were back in the ring, but Chad Gable took his partner's spot as the guys are getting back in the ring now. Otis is still on the floor with Jay. Super kick takes down Otis. The Brawling Brutes are alone in the ring with Jimmy Uso. And the Alpha Academy are alone on the outside with Jay. The Brawling Brutes are double teaming Jimmy. As it is too early in the matchup, again, Ridge Holland is the only one in the match that has gone for a ladder press. Chad Gable's fighting off both members of Alpha Academy. Chad Gable's fighting off both members of the Brawling Brutes as Otis comes in to try and help his tag team partner. And Jimmy's back in. Monkey flip by Chad Gable takes down Jimmy Uso. Pump kick takes down Jay. Butch gets reversed. Jay reversed Butch and Jimmy reversed Chad Gable. Overhead belly suplex by Otis on the floor to Ridge Holland. And Chad Gable just gets whacked with the steps from Jimmy. Chad Gable got whacked with the steps from Jimmy. Flying Uso. Enziguri by Butch. Flying Uso takes down Chad Gable on the outside. And Jay kicks out. Big right hand. And now he's playing with the... I don't know if he's got... I can't see if he's got him in his nose, his hands in his nose, or his hands in his mouth. But either way, Pete Dunne is showing how ruthless that son of a gun can be. Just a high kick right to the head of Chad Gable. Big right hand, and now he's going after he's stretching out the face of Chad Gable as Butch. Swinging neck breaker by Jay, takes down Otis. With that cut on the face of Ridge Holland, he kind of looks like Two-Face. I think Jey Uso was trying to dive. But Butch blocked him. But now Butch has to deal with both Chad Gable and Jey Uso alone in the ring. Bubba Bomb by Jey Uso. And a double team by Chad Gable and Jey Uso takes Butch out of commission. Chad Gable and Ridge Holland are Otis and Ridge Holland are double teaming Jay on the outside. And I don't know what happened there, but what I can say is it looks like Jimmy got in just in time to save the matchup, but Ridge Holland was right there to save the matchup too. This is now what I was talking about. The chaos that reigns supreme in a triple threat tornado tag team match. Will the Usos defy the odds and retain the tag team championships? I don't even know who was going for the letter of press there, as Alpha Academy were both going for stereo covers. Or both went for stereo covers, so I don't even know who was going for the pin. Ridge Holland gets back in the ring. T-Bone suplex takes down Butch. Ridge Holland is now taken into both members of Alpha Academy as everybody's showing the effects of this matchup and the chaos that reigns supreme in a triple threat tornado tag team match. Hesitation by Ridge Holland. Chad Gable takes advantage of it. Butch. Falcon Arrow into a Jujikatami. Falcon Arrow into a Jujikatami. And now he's just stretching out the arm. He's stretching out the arm. The arm is not supposed to bend that way. The arm is not supposed to bend that way. God. Butch doesn't even let his partner get pinned. But Otis saw what happened to his partner, gets in the ring for a second, and then goes back outside. Speaking of pinfalls, the bitter end. And the Brawling Brutes are the tag team champions. Miscommunication. I wouldn't even put it at miscommunication. I would just put it at easily distracted. The undisputed tag team champions are Ridge Holland and Butch. For the first time since I started in WWE 2K23, new tag team champions are at the top of the tag team division, and it is Butch and Ridge Holland. With that being said, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next one.